What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Stats of Wrestling. For today, with the announcement of the Godfather going into the Hall of Fame, I went to Twitter and I was checking out people's reactions. There's a lot of people who are real negative about this, and I don't understand why. So I figured, let's take a look at some Godfather statistics to really see, is he worth being in the Hall of Fame, and how does he stack up to other guys? First off, for the record, I personally think he deserves to be in there. He was a great character of the Attitude Era, not to mention that the man is just super talented, from going from Papa Shango to Kama Mustafa to the Godfather, all while staying relevant. I think that speaks volume about his charisma and just his overall work ethic and things of that nature. I definitely think the man deserves to be in. So to start out, we're going to start with a couple of little things. For example, against a future Hall of Famer like Triple H, the Godfather is 1-1, so therefore 50% split over one of the more so talented and clearly future Hall of Fame guys. He did have a match with Shawn Michaels as well, one time in a singles match, and it went all 15 minutes, which again I think speaks volume about his in-ring ability. He's not just some clunky dude that's out there and just has a couple of catchphrases. The man can go if he wants to and if he needs to. He's also had a couple of big moments and a couple of decent feuds, but I think one of the best moments of his life was in 1992. Papa Shango faced Bret Hart for the WWF title. And I know that some people are kind of weird on this stuff counting, however it's counted for other people. He has defeated Jerry Lawler twice to become the USWA World Heavyweight Champion. As far as pay-per-view goes and singles matches, I don't count tag matches and some of this stuff, especially when we're talking about a man's Hall of Fame-worthy career, not, saying that Edge and Christian or the Dudleys and stuff shouldn't be gauged as a tag team, but we're just going based on Papa Shango and Kama Mustafa and the Godfather, and you're thinking of singles reign, not a tag team competitor. He is 3-1 at pay-per-views, and then he has one draw, which was to Shawn Michaels. One of those victories includes defending the Intercontinental Championship to Goldust at Backlash in 1999. People will be a little weird on this stat, however, the Godfather has had an Intercontinental Championship reign and a Tag Team Championship reign. Now, when you look at his reign in comparison to others, he has had longer championship reigns for the Intercontinental title than guys like Kurt Angle and Booker T, Big Show, JBL, Lance Storm, Billy Gunn, Rikishi, Road Dogg, and Test, to name some. He is also tied with Daniel Bryan for 43 days total as champion. Now, I know 43 days doesn't seem like a lot, but you also have to understand, especially in the Attitude Era, those belts were just hot potatoing around. The Godfather's Tag Team Championship reign includes reigns longer than a few people such as DDP, Roddy Piper, Hulk Hogan, Goldust, and The Rock. Strangely enough, his one reign as Tag Team Champion is longer than all 5 combined days that The Rock had as champion. Side note, The Rock had 5 reigns as Tag Team Champion and held it for a combined 28 days. The Godfather's winning percentage in WWE is 55.2%, which is pretty outstanding. And you compare that to just being just a shade below Steve Austin's winning percentage, which was 56.6%. His winning percentage is also higher than that of Triple H, who has a 52% win percentage, Eddie Guerrero, who won 52.7% of his matches, Kane, who has won 49.8%, Big Show, who is at 53.7% winning, Farouk, who is at 50% wins, the Hall of Famer Booker T, who is at 49.7%, Mick Foley, who is at 50%, and last but not least, Ric Flair, who has just a 49.3% winning percentage in WWE. Now, some of the complaints that I saw online were people complaining that his Intercontinental Championship and his Tag Team Championship reigns were so short. And I understand that, but you also have to understand, in that era, you had a huge amount of superstars that the titles had to go back and forth between. And then I saw some people who were saying, oh, there needs to be some kind of criteria in order to get into the Hall of Fame. And I wildly disagree, and here's why. There are a whole bunch of Hall of Famers who never won a single title in WWE or WWF. Carlos Colon, Mil Mascaras, Bullet Bob Armstrong, Abdullah the Butcher, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Mad Dog Vachon, or Vachon, however you want to say it, Coco Beware, High Chief Peter Maivia, Eddie Graham, Nick Bockwinkel, Jerry Lawler, Dusty Rhodes, Vern Gagne, Paul Orndorff, Cowboy Bob Orton, JYD, Jesse Ventura, Jimmy Snuka, George the Animal Still, Big Cat Ernie Ladd, Classy Freddie Blassie, and of course, Jake the Snake Roberts. So anyway, I don't necessarily feel that there needs to be a criteria, should be a thing for WWE. If their overall accomplishments have warranted this, then they absolutely should be. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed these statistics. It was kind of the spur of the moment video. I actually had another thing planned, but I might put that on the back burner for right now, because I thought, with all the people complaining about the Godfather going in, I thought it'd be cool to look at his career and how it stacks up against other wrestlers, and especially other Hall of Fame wrestlers, and see how he stacks up comparatively, and to see if he's warranted being in the Hall of Fame. I personally don't have to warrant anything because the man's in, so it doesn't really matter what anyone says at this point. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. subscribe to my channel. New videos every single week. This is Stats of Wrestling. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.